Disturbing new allegations of racial discrimination are part of a new lawsuit against a North Georgia school district filed by a group of high school students and their mothers. The federal lawsuit alleges Floyd County District administrators engaged in an egregious pattern of deliberately ignoring complaints of racial intimidation and bigotry at Coosa High School. The lawsuit lays out several disturbing examples, including an alleged reenactment of George Floyd's death that took place in the school hallway. Another where a student allegedly wore a Confederate flag belt and addressed black students as slaves. And another instance where a white student allegedly told a black student, quote, "We used to whip you with this," while holding a whip. The lawsuit also claims white students at the school openly use the N-word and that there have been racist remarks posted on social media, even by white teachers. In response to CNN's request for comment, the school board members referred CNN to their attorney, and CNN has not heard back from the school district or the attorney. But the school superintendent did say in a statement to the Rome News Tribune, the local newspaper, Floyd County schools look forward to representing or presenting the facts in court. Joining us now is one of the mothers filing this lawsuit against the school district, Lakeisha Turner, and also with us is Shannon Liss-Riordan, a civil rights attorney and a plaintiff attorney in this case. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Lakeisha, first, can you just walk us through your family's personal experience?
Our experience was deplorable. The administration acted like they didn't care. From our numerous complaints, going to the school, speaking with the principal, and just asking them to do something about it, the blatant racism that they clearly saw. Some of the administrators were right in earshot of it and did nothing about it. My kids felt really, really bad, and as a mother, I felt like there was nothing else I could do with the school.
So you filed your own civil rights complaint, and I had a chance to take a look at it. You lay out a lot of different specific examples. Can you just share with us? I'm sure it's very, very difficult to talk about some of the things that were done because it's just so incredibly awful. But what did your own daughter and her friends experience?
On the bus ramp going home, a guy holding a wearing a Confederate flag belt, asking them about it, and he calling them slaves, and telling them, they can go back and pick cotton. The administrators allowing other students to wear shirts with the Confederate flag or the rebel flag on it, displaying that, and our children getting asked to change their clothes or take their shirts off, or not wear any shirt that displays anything that had anything to do with culture and their pride.
And so you reported some of these incidents to the school district, you say, to the assistant principal and the principal, and you weren't satisfied clearly with their reaction. What does their reaction or lack of response tell you?
That they don't care and they support it. They're reinforcing this negative behavior of these students. That's why the students can't do it without fear of any punishment.
Shannon, what do you think is going on here?
These are some pretty shocking allegations, but I think this shows to us all that this does happen in 2022 America. This was just shocking. So not only did this school district turn its back to these students' complaints about this incredibly racist behavior by white students that received no punishment, and then a group of black students chose to protest peacefully and wear Black Lives Matter clothing and wear George Floyd's image without any language. And they were told by the school that they couldn't do that. And the black students who were organizing this protest were suspended. Not any of these white students who had been wearing Confederate flags, reenacting George Floyd's murder. And interestingly, the white students who were joining with black students in organizing this protest were not suspended. Only the black students were suspended. So this is outrageous. We were proud yesterday to stand in front of the Rome federal courthouse in Georgia and stand with these brave students and their families and file this federal lawsuit. luckily, we have a constitution in this country, and it has an equal protection clause, and we have a First Amendment, and we have laws against race discrimination and retaliation, and these brave students are standing up for their rights. And these laws, they don't enforce themselves. It takes brave people like this to stand up. And the relatives, we learned that one of the relatives of this family, one of the students who's a plaintiff in this case, died tragically in Buffalo this past weekend. These
Oh my
are
gosh.
connected. Students are learning what's happening in schools. When this type of behavior is condoned, students are paying attention. Kids are paying attention as to what is okay and what is not okay. And if we don't stop this from happening in Coosa, Georgia, and across the country, we're going to be seeing more incidents like what we saw in Buffalo this weekend.
And Shannon, just to be clear here, it's not just that you're saying that the school is condoning this behavior. It sounds like you're alleging they're not only turning a blind eye, they are actually active participants in the racial discrimination. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Our clients have told us that white teachers were also engaging in racist behavior, and they shut down the black students who wanted to protest and peacefully organize against this behavior. They were punished, they were suspended, that went on their records. We're seeking full expungement of these disciplinary records and justice for these students who endured what they should not have to endure now in America or ever in America. We are better than this.
Lakeisha, let me ask you, do you feel your daughter is safe at this school?
I have no other choice but to send them to that school. I do not feel that they are safe. I do fear retaliation at the school.
Lakeisha Turner, I'm sorry for what your family has experienced. Shannon Liss-Riordan, thank you for joining us, both of you. I appreciate you sharing with us, and we'll continue to follow this case. Let's stay in touch.